Here's my question to Nicki. A president only gets 2 terms. This is Trump's second. What are you going to do after these 3 years? He's not a king.
Let's talk about celebrity politics. Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj has been in the news lately. It feels like that she is, I would say, she is damaging her reputation, if you ask me, from a black perspective. What's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj and some of what you've seen her do over the past couple of months?
Nicki Minaj is still a black woman, so I'm not going to disrespect her from that angle. There's a certain degree of honor that I just have to give the divine feminine. But politically, to take sides against your home country, Trinidad, to take sides, not against the country, the political, but the people in it, because Trinidad has an East Indian president who treats the black people like hell down there. You see? You ain't standing for them. Because remember, Trinidad went against the other Caribbean islands and stood with Trump. When they didn't agree with him invading Venezuela, Trinidad stood with Trump against the Caribbean.
Yes.
And Nicki Minaj stood with the Asian president of Trinidad, the East Indian. And you know they can't stand black folks, right? But I think she has some East Indian parentage or whatever the case may be.
Do you believe she's cognizant? Like she knows what she's
exactly
doing?
what she's doing. Coons always know what they're doing. She was never loyal to black people. But remember, Loon, this is not just an incident of a Caribbean African rapper coming to America and betraying the race or betraying the American African people who made her famous. A lot of us do this kind of stuff, right? It ain't unique to the Caribbean African immigrant. It's unique to black people because we don't have any honor and any integrity. It's her today. It'll be somebody else tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? The question is, what system are we going to put in place to punish and prevent this type of behavior? Because if we're not talking about how we're going to prevent or punish this type of behavior, and by punish, I don't mean no physical harm to nobody, but there needs to be sanctions for Negroes who betray the race. She is due sanctions for her betrayal of African people, and I don't think we should let it go. She's wrong.
What happens is some of our artists and celebrities, they get championed as free thinkers when they move close to these controversial systems.
One of the big mistakes we have always made, Loon, Brother Malcolm X said it, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, fellow Pan-Africanist, fellow Garveyite. Our celebrity class, because they are a class, they are an elitist class of privileged Negroes, they should never be our spokespersons. They should never be our spokespersons because what they are at risk of losing is too great for us to ever expect them to ride or die for the masses.
That makes sense.
But that's why the white man chooses them. Because the white man knows if I put one of them out there, they're only going to go but so far. I done made them too comfortable. See that? They make them rich on purpose to make sure they don't return to the community. Remember, the black celebrity is the new black bourgeoisie because the traditional black bourgeoisie don't hold no influence anymore. When I was a young boy, Michael Eric Dyson, we listened to him a little bit, right? Cornel West, we listened to them a little bit. They still got a little political cachet, but these millennials ain't listening to them. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not listening to them.
Nah, they disconnected.
Remember, 20, 30 years ago, scholars still held some sway. Pastors still held some sway. Then don't get me wrong, Jamal Bryant still got a little cachet. Creflo Dollar got a little cachet. TD Jakes got a little cachet. But millennials, by and large, don't follow them. You follow what I'm saying? So the white power structure said, we got to keep these Negroes under control. How are we going to do that? So they said, you know what we got to do? We have to elevate the celebrities to be the spokespersons of the black community because this is who they follow and listen to and will not criticize.
Now, you told me why you believe Nicki. You told me what she's doing. Why is she doing it?
I don't know yet. Is she doing it just because? Maybe she never liked American African people. Is she doing it because Donald Trump got something on her? Is she doing it because it's a promise of something? I don't know why, but I do know that what she's doing is not acceptable.
Right. It said right here I have at the Trump's Account Summit, Washington, D.C., January 28, 2006, Nicki Minaj says, I'm probably the president's #1 fan, and that's not going to change.
I heard that.
The hate, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. What's your thoughts on even celebrities at all? And I know you're saying they're losing cachet, but what's your thoughts on celebrities flirting with politics like this?
Here's my question to Nicki. A president only gets 2 terms. This is Trump's second. What are you going to do after these 3 years?
Exactly.
He's not a king. Now, if she was doing this with King Charles, right?
Yeah.
He's there till he dies.
Yeah.
Trump is there for 3 years. What are you going to do after? Maybe he's going to set her up. I mean, he's a billionaire.
It is being said that she's been undocumented this entire time, and maybe he's going to give her one of those Trump
But some
cards.
people are saying she has her citizenship.
Right, and so
I don't know the case.
she did take a picture with the Trump card. I think Trump and
Well,
them.
the Trump card was fake.
That's what
The
they
White House
said.
came out and
I
said
didn't
it
like.
wasn't real.
I said that was kind of them shitting on her. Because if she really posted that, trying to show black people like, maybe I'm doing this to try to get my, I'm trying to get myself in, they came out and said, hey, whatever she's showing you, that ain't no good.
Because you are only and forever will be nothing more than a tool to the white power structure. That's all you are.
So can black people participate in politics, in your opinion?
Yes. The question is, can we benefit from it? And the answer to that is only if we organize. Politics is useless unless you have an organized black vote.
So black people unorganized, should they participate in politics?
If they want, but it's a waste of time. You understand? You can go to church, but you ain't going to get nothing measurable out of it. You see what I'm saying? You can do it, but until, I'm going to make it real simple. Disorganized people can't hold anybody accountable. See? Disorganized people can't hold anybody accountable. Black people vote in every election, get nothing for it. Why? Because you're disorganized. You can't hold anybody accountable.
Wow.
But nobody wants to do the work of organizing black people, Loon. See that? We are not interested in doing the labor-intensive work of organizing the masses.
Now, do we allow black people to make bad political choices?
What do you mean?
Do black people, in your opinion, have autonomy to choose wrong? But I'm choosing based on the information I've been given. Do you forgive a black person that goes that way? What's your thoughts on, I believe there's a level of autonomy that people should have, celebrity or otherwise, that mistakes may be made.
I agree with you. There's a level of autonomy that everyone should have and be allowed to make a mistake. The clarifying point I want to make is, whatever degree of autonomy you have, it cannot be so great that it can disadvantage the agenda for the rest of us. In other words, we need to be having a group conversation on who we should be supporting. In other words, you can't have 50 million American Africans in their 50 million divided homes coming up with what they think is best.
Right.
That's a schizophrenic strategy.
Yes.
See that?
Yes.
It got to be organized. So let's go to the town hall meeting. Let's argue it out, shout it out, curse it out, fight it out, but walk out of there with a single candidate or a single agenda. We don't do that. When the last time you've been invited to a community town hall meeting to do something other than get some opportunistic Negro or white person elected?
Right.
I can't remember the last time I got invited to something progressive for black people that didn't involve white people. I can't think of it.
No, me neither.
Every time something is white folks are there, normally because they financing and controlling.
I think with Nicki is also interesting too, man, because shortly after that, Trump had a post go out online in which it depicted the Obamas like monkeys.
You are watching Dr. Umar Johnson on It's Up There podcast with Loon. This is only a clip. The full 4 hour of this interview is available right now on the It's Up There podcast Patreon. Watch the complete conversation through the link in the description.